Welcome to Exo Fleet's Insights, where every mile counts. The podcast where fleet data turns into real-world decisions. Each episode, we unpack what's really happening across mixed fleets, fuels and sites, and how better insights leads to better performance, lower costs, and fewer surprises on the road. So let's get into it. At Zero Mission, we've long believed that the future of transport must be clean, connected and collaborative, but it must also be realistic. That's why we fully support the recent call by Antonio Filosa, the new CEO of Stellantis, for the European Union to show greater flexibility and urgency in its transition to electric vehicles. In an interview recently, Filosa didn't mince his words. He acknowledged the ambition of Europe's zero-emission goals, but rightly pointed out that ambition without agility can backfire. A strategic dialogue is very important, but now it's vital to act with urgency. There is no time for delays, said Antonio. We agree. Across Europe, fleet operators, especially those running light commercial vehicles, are being pulled in multiple directions. They're expected to decarbonise rapidly, absorb rising operational costs, adapt to a fragmented charging ecosystem, and navigate a sea of policy complexity. Yet many are still operating vehicles that are over a decade old. Filosa called on the EU to support a broader mix of powertrains, including hybrids and traditional fuels, as part of a pragmatic path to emissions reduction. He also advocated for a 5-year emissions evaluation period for LCVs, a strategic policy shift that promotes scrappage, modernisation of old vehicles, and a wider support of technology-neutral innovation. At Zero Mission, we see firsthand how mixed-fuel transitional strategies, including hybrids, HVO, biogas and hydrogen, play a critical role in helping fleets bridge the gap between today's operational needs and tomorrow's net zero goals. Smart transition isn't about either or, it's about yes and. Filosa's stance is not just timely, it's bold. And we need more leaders like him to speak up. Too often, the narrative around transport decarbonisation becomes a race to the most electrified finish line. But the race isn't for resilience, inclusive, economically viable solutions that can scale across all fleets, all geographies and all use cases. The fact that the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen is hosting top automotive CEOs this September is a sign that Brussels is listening. But listening is only the beginning. What fleets need now is clear guidance, not constant uncertainty. Incentives for real-world emissions impact, not just new sales. Support for infrastructure, grid integration and depot charging, especially for LCVs and heavier segments. What Zero Mission is doing? Our Exo Fleet Intelligence platform supports mixed assets fleets every day, monitoring performance, managing charge schedules, predictive maintenance and optimizing total cost of ownership across ICE, EV, hybrid and alternative fuel vehicles. We're here to empower fleet operators, not dictate technology choices. We believe in meeting fleets where they are and helping them move forward confidently. The transition to zero-emission transport is not a straight line. It's a smart route. And that smart route must include dialogue, data, diversity of technology and above all, leadership. To Mr. Filosa, thank you for showing yours. And to the European Commission, fleets are ready to act. Don't make them wait. Let's keep the conversation going and reach out to our expert team at Zero Mission today. If anything you heard today reflects the challenges you're facing in your fleet, get in touch with us today at Exo Fleets. We're always happy to talk through real-world solutions. exofleets.com